What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is. Let's get into this. All right, what's up, everybody?
What's up, horror fam? It's the Horror Chronicles podcast.
Yeah.
Back at it again. It's Ryan and JT. Sorry, we've been doing a little bit of editing for about 45 minutes, so
For 45 hours, it feels like.
especially for JT.
But we just threw out a couple of videos. Go back and check those out.
Please like, share, subscribe, guys.
Absolutely.
Very important for us. Go to YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. YouTube especially, guys. Just go over there and like it, subscribe.
I
hit
don't
that
care
bell.
if you like it or not. Hit that like button.
Yeah, even if you don't like it.
Even if you don't like it.
But no, hit that subscribe button, guys. It helps us out tremendously.
I tell you what, our page needs we don't need a thumbs up button. We need a middle finger button.
Yeah, that's what we need. But
yeah.
anyways, guys, go check us out. If you're just listening to us, go over to YouTube. It's very easy and very simple to do. I mean, and it don't take nothing. It costs you nothing. Cost you nothing but a second, you know?
Yeah.
So go there, hit the subscribe button, and like the videos. Leave a comment, man. Tell us something you want to hear about. We're doing reaction videos now. We just released our first reaction video. Let us know what you want us to react to. Whatever it is. We'll react to everything. So, you know, just let us know. But we... yeah, I thought I turned that down. But I never do.
It's the purge.
But yeah,
The
guys,
purge.
just
go
do
over
that
and
for
check us
bud.
out.
It helps us out tremendously.
Do
Folks.
us a flavor.
But anyways, tonight we're just, we're
just rapping.
We're going on some things. I actually, I was thinking the other day, and I was just like, I was watching a movie, and then I was like, you know what? This movie doesn't get enough love. And I was like, that'd be a good freaking episode to do, like movies that
that get no love,
that are underrated or just underappreciated. There's a lot of movies out there that are really good, but you just don't hear about them. You watch them and you're like, oh. And then it was great. You're like, man, it was a good movie. And then you get down the road and you just forget about it, And there's quite a few like that people really don't talk about quite often. So,
yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But what have you been watching? What have you been doing? I know you've been off all damn week doing nothing.
God, I've been doing a little bit of everything, honestly. Like I just told you, I just got Diablo 4 on the PS5.
Right.
And that pretty much took up my whole weekend.
It's like I said, doing nothing.
Yeah. I was doing something. I was saving the world.
Yeah, his thumbs are swollen.
So that's not all that's swollen. But that's what I was doing this weekend. I have watched a lot of horror, but I couldn't tell you a damn thing I've watched this week because I've watched so much. It's crazy.
I've been watching. You've probably seen this, and it's an older series. I think anyway. I don't even know when it's come out, but it's called the Dresden Files.
Oh yeah.
Is that new? Old?
No, that's old, dude. That was like early '90s.
That's what I thought. So I just started watching.
Very cool series, though.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. About 6 episodes.
What was his name? Was it Frank Dresden?
Yeah,
was his name Frank?
Like that. Yeah,
I don't remember. Yeah,
but yeah,
or maybe it was Harry.
Harry.
Yep. Harry Dresden.
There
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool series, dude.
I just started watching it.
You talk about something that didn't get any love.
Well, that's why I brought it up, because I had never heard about it, and then I was going through Tubi. Good old Tubi.
Dude, that's on Tubi?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I got to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
I watched it whenever it was on TV.
Bill Van Bagel TV over there on Tubi.
Yeah.
Shout out, Bill.
TV.
Van Bagel TV, baby.
Yeah.
But, it's pretty good. I like it. I've been watching it.
It's not that. God, I haven't seen that in forever, dude.
I'm still watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer series. I'm like season 5 right now, middle of it.
Speaking of something that's underrated.
Yeah, and
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
You know what? Oh. You're fucking 100% right on that.
Yeah.
And not only just because she's pretty and stuff, and my wife's like, oh, you getting enough Buffy today or whatever. But you know what?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You know what? I like her.
I do too, and she's a good actress.
Great. I like her as an actress.
It's funny, she doesn't really do that much anymore.
Right. Well,
she's in this new series called The Pack on.
Yeah, you told me about it. I need to check that out. I just need to write that down. I need to check that out. As a matter of fact,
God, I want to say Hulu, but it may be Paramount Plus.
I'll watch it wherever I want.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. They've only put out one season so far, and we.
But I
it.
like her, and I also like her husband a lot. He's a really underappreciated.
Freddie Prinze.
I like that dude a lot, man. I watched some interviews with him and listened to some stuff that he's done. I like the dude as a person, you know. But no, with Buffy, for me, you guys know, it's just a nostalgia thing. I love the intro that freaking gets me every time. She's back when I was a kid, you know. So, but I've been watching Dresden File. That's new, which I'm really liking a lot. I've been trying to find some random weird shit to watch.
Dude, I'm going to throw one out there for you. We just finished the first season. The second season just started. We haven't started on it yet, but it's called From.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even... I want to say I watched maybe the first episode.
Dude, very, very, like... God, it's like if M. Night Shyamalan and Stephen King had a baby. Something. Yeah. I mean, it's out there, dude. That's the very cool series.
That's the one. Isn't that the one with the family that comes through and their RV breaks down, or something like that?
Well, can I tell you?
I watched.
Can I tell you what it's all about? Okay, so basically, what it is it's the small town that. No matter who drives through there, they're trapped.
Yes, okay.
They can't get out of the town.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of that. Episode of it.
Dude, very cool series.
Okay.
Very cool series.
Yeah, because I knew that I had seen.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah, and it pops up on my stuff all the time.
It's on Amazon. It's actually an MGM Plus series.
Right.
That's the only reason why we haven't started watching the second season, because it's on MGM Plus.
Right.
But the first season's on Amazon Prime.
Okay. So I watched the first episode of that one, and it's pretty cool, you know. Cool. It sucks because I start watching something and then I'll forget just because life. I mean, dude, yesterday we were literally, my son had 3 baseball games yesterday.
Whew.
It was 90 degrees outside. His first game was at 8:30, and then he played from 8:30 to 10:30, and then we played from freaking 12:30 to 4:30.
Wow.
Outside. So, dude, it was just...
That's crazy.
Stuff like that happens. So then you forget about what you were doing, you know. So, but anyways, it was fun. It's awesome watching my kid play and all that stuff. So that doesn't matter. But so, with some of the stuff I was thinking about, it's funny because and most of these movies I found on freaking that were on Tubi too, and I'm just like, oh, I can't believe this is on Tubi. But one that I really think is severely underrated and underappreciated, and I don't hear nobody talk about it ever, is The Visit from 2015.
It is an interesting film.
Creepy as hell.
It is.
It's a good movie. It keeps you in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're in that movie. I'm not gonna say tell you what happens in it. I'll tell you what it's about. I'm gonna tell you that these kids go to spend the weekend or a week or so with their grandparents, which they haven't seen.
Yeah, they've never met their grandparents.
Never met their grandparents, and they go to stay with them for a week. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But the movie,
and you can tell what happens.
Well, I'm not saying nothing. You guys watch the movie. If you haven't seen it, if you've seen it and you haven't watched it in a while, I just think that movie's very, very under. I mean. There's aspects of it that are just so freaking like, dude. And then
that scene underneath the house,
dude. And then if you picture yourself as a kid
going through that,
bro.
Oh, there's a scene with Grandpa too.
Bro, no,
dude.
No,
wow.
Right. Anyways,
we can't talk about this movie.
Yes, we're not.
You got to go out and check it out.
We're not
going to
talk about it anymore. But yeah, guys. So it's the Visit from 2015. There's a lot of movies out there with multiple names. So The Visit from 2015. Okay, have to check that out if you haven't. Man, it's a really good creepy movie. Okay. I got a list of stuff here.
Yeah, well, we're going to go through your list because I didn't write anything down.
Cool.
I've been out here working on stuff.
Oh, no, you're good, man. That's why I was I went out in the shop
and
today.
I'm trying to think of movies that or underrated. There's just a lot of movies that I love that most people may not.
Well, there's two. So there's two here that are kind of related for me. I watch them all the time, and when I do watch them, I end up watching them back to back. And I just love both these movies. Great movies. Nobody really talks about them too often. And first one is Legion from 2010 with Paul Bettany. How you say his name? That dude's awesome. Love him as an actor. But Legion 2010, guys, if you haven't seen that, do yourself a favor. Go check that out. I'm sure you probably have, though. Great film. I don't want to go too much into it, but it's about, fallen angels. It's about these people who are stuck in this middle of nowhere cafe, and they're getting ready to have to handle some business. You guys got to watch it. It's very, very good. Very, very well done. It's got like Tyrese in it. It's got, like I said, Paul Bettany. It's got freaking Dennis Quaid in it. I mean, there's quite a few actors and actresses in this that you'll know when you see it.
Yeah, and Paul Bettany, isn't he the guy that played Vision?
Yes.
In the new, yeah.
Charles Dutton, who's been in everything.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid.
Lucas Black, Tyrese, Adriana Palicki. I think it's how you say her name. Palicki. Kevin Durant, who's in everything. I love that dude.
I love Kevin Durant.
Love that dude.
Dude, he was first time I really got into him was in that series, The Strain.
Yes.
Phenomenal series.
Yes.
But he did a movie not too long ago, and here's an underrated movie for you. Dark Was the Night.
Oh, yes.
You actually brought that up on one of our video
VOD roulette things.
Yeah,
with,
VOD
Phantom
roulette.
Galaxy.
Very cool flick, though.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. Doug Jones, who you may not know who he is, but
you'd recognize
you see
his
him
face
in almost every horror movie that's ever been made. He's been in. I mean, everything, dude. Everything. There's a reason why they put him on the IMDb on the main page of the cast.
Yeah.
Whenever he's only in the film for maybe 2.5, 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he has been in
everything.
170 different movies or TV shows.
Right. You would recognize him whenever you see him. Yeah. But anyways, great film.
He's done it all.
I watch it like twice a year, 3 times a year. It just depends. Sometimes I'll watch it like I can't even tell you. But
I have not watched that in a long time.
I watch it all the time, but I'm huge into that kind of stuff, apocalyptic type things. Another one that's kind of related to it just because, Paul Bettany's in it again, and it's a very awesome film. It's got that Cam Gamdit, or however you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Priest.
From
2011. So this is the following year. Great freaking movie.
Yeah, Priest is very cool. The first time I saw that, I was kind of thrown back. I was like, I don't know if I can get into this. And, but
dude, I absolutely loved it. Loved it. I watch it a couple times a year. It's one of those films that is like a modern day version. I guess you would call it apocalyptic almost type movie. Kind of like Doomsday. That's another good movie that's underrated. It's not really horror, I don't think, but it's underrated. But Priest is awesome, dude. I mean, very, very great movie. Yeah, like I said, Paul Bettany, Cam Gamdit,
Carl
Urban, Brad freaking Dorff,
Chucky himself,
Christopher Plummer. I mean, there's a lot of good actors.
Stephen Moyer, he was in True Blood.
But a lot of good actors. I mean, very good movie, very well done. And I don't hear people talk about them too often. So if you're looking for a movie that you can watch that's kind of action packed and creepy, I mean, dude, Priest is definitely one of them. These are just, like I said, guys, this isn't necessarily movies that like no one likes. It's just movies that I personally feel like don't get enough love, and you don't really hear about them too often. And if I can recommend a movie that you guys will like, I'm going to do it. You know, that way you guys have something to do for your weekend. You got, you know, all that. So,
hey, while we're on the subject of priest, I finally sat down, and it was funny. My wife actually watched this with me. I'd watched part of it before, but we sat down. Actually, I think it was yesterday. It's funny. There's been a lot of religious movies in my life here lately, but anyway, we watched The Devil's Conspiracy.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Dude, that movie is killer.
Liked it.
Killer.
Liked it a lot.
I had watched about half of it before and got something happen, and I just never made it back and never saw the end of the movie. Very cool flick. If you guys haven't seen that, you need to check it out.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Really good movie.
That's new, too. That just came out a couple months
right?
ago.
Yeah,
earlier this year.
Good movie, man. Really good movie.
Yeah, very cool.
And here's one I'm going to talk about that definitely doesn't get enough love. Horror heads for sure will love it, you know.
And we may react to it.
Shout out to Horror Head Reacts. That's the name of that's some of our videos we started doing. Reaction videos, guys. But this is actually a list of movies, and it is Feast.
Oh, dude. We
movies.
got into those not too long ago.
Well, yeah, we talked about those in I think it was I can't remember what we were talking about.
Well, we went through the whole series.
Yeah, dude. Great.
There's 3 movies, and we watched all 3 of them.
Dude.
And I had never seen the second or the third one. I had seen the first one, but it was years ago.
They roll right into each other.
And they do, yeah.
And, dude.
One just takes off right after the other.
Action-packed, gory as hell. Now, this isn't one you can watch with your family.
You definitely don't want to watch this with your kiddos around.
But, man, is it awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
very cool movie.
Great film.
Very cool.
Very fun. You know, you're going to be just constantly rolling into the net. They each roll to the next, so you're constantly just getting awesomeness back to back to back. Like I said, it is very fucking gory.
And it's got our man, Clu Gallagher, in it. You would know him from Return of the Living Dead.
Ooh, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in these movies as the series goes on. But very, very good. I mean, I love the beginning of the first one. Dude. Sorry, JT's being very rude over here.
I love that shirt.
That's called the Jessica Biel.
That is not Jessica Biel, but the shirt.
No, but I'm saying, do you remember Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh, yeah.
She's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys,
Anyway.
that's a really good one. And it came out in 2005. Very, very underrated, I feel. You know, I don't think it gets the love that it needs to get. And again, great selection if you're home, if you don't have any kids, or if the kids are out for the weekend, or grandparents out, whatever they're doing.
Did you see who directed this?
Uh-uh.
John Gallagher.
Looky there.
Clu Gallagher.
I wonder
What's up with that.
I wonder.
Huh.
Very
Is that his son, maybe?
Very interesting. Kind of looks like him.
He does.
Kind of looks like him. I bet he's trying to do his own thing, but he kind of does look like him.
Yeah, probably.
Doesn't want to go off his daddy's name. I can respect that, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me go back through here and see if I can find something else. I got plenty of stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, Clu Gallagher is his father.
Oh, there you go. Look at you. Say you look just like him. So, another one highly underrated that I really like is The Crazies from 2010.
Oh, dude, that had
Has my man in it. Love him as an actor. He's freaking awesome. I like all the shit he's in, dude. These dang ads. But, yeah, The Crazies is actually a remake, I believe. This one I'm talking about is 2010.
Yep.
But it has my boy Timothy Oliphant in it, who I love everything that dude's in. He's a great actor, man. Great actor. But it's really, really good.
Danielle Panabaker.
Yep.
Whew.
But yeah, I mean, really good movie. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it, but I just think it's one that kind of gets lost in the way, lost in the forest there, of horror that come out and stuff like that. But really fun movie for me anyway. I'm just big into the kind of like those apocalyptic, like, zombie freaking
Night of the Comet.
Love that movie.
Yeah. That's such a cool movie.
I talk about that all the time.
I was scrolling through and it popped up the other day and I'm like, oh, I should watch it. I haven't seen that in forever.
Right, dude, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those that I feel like it kind of gets lost in the way. So I think The Crazies is definitely one you guys should watch if you haven't watched it in a while.
You're crazy if you haven't watched it.
You're crazy if you haven't watched it. But no, this is a remake too, I believe. I think The Crazies came out. I'm almost 100% sure. I'm almost 100% sure that it's
1973.
Yeah, okay. So cool. So yeah, this is not the TV series, guys. I'm talking about the actual movie. 2010 came out. So, but I knew it was a remake. See, I'm not too stupid. Another one, which I'm going to say this, and people are going to be like, that's not one that's highly underrated, but I feel like it is, and I'm going to say it anyway, and that's Phantasm, the whole series. I don't know
about underrated, but it definitely doesn't get enough love.
Right.
Don Coscarelli, in my opinion, created a masterpiece when he did the original Phantasm movie. I will tell you this right off the bat, that the other movies, to me, pale in comparison to the original, but they're still good.
Yes.
They're still good films if you get yourself in that mindset.
Which I'm always in.
which you're always in. But the original Phantasm...
The storyline of this movie is awesome. I absolutely love the story behind it. And what is, who the tall man is, what he does.
I honestly have contemplated dipping my sack in chrome just so I'll have...
Silver balls.
And no, it's not Christmas.
Silver balls. But no.
I like their tagline, too, like in the second one.
I love
Phantasm 2, the ball is back.
Yeah, dude. That movie, everyone who's listening to this podcast, you guys already know. That's
if you're listening to this show, you're a huge fan of Phantasm.
It's just one of those movies that are very nostalgic for me. Kind of, it's right up my alley it's a multiple dimensional movie. It's about having the battle of good and evil. Like it's everything I love.
Oh, dude, did you see the Graveyard Cars?
Yeah.
They redid the CUDA for that, for Coscarelli and Michael. Oh, what is? Oh my God, I can't remember the kid's name.
But man, it's just super, super nostalgic. Plus, it's the great storyline, man. And I actually do love all of them. I love all of the series.
Oh, Michael Baldwin.
Michael Baldwin. See, the whole thing. I love the whole series. I like them all. So that's one. I know it's probably not freaking.
Look at the picture they used for Bill Thornberry's
hell yeah
picture.
We're just hot as love.
We're hot as love.
Love it, man. I freaking
him and Reggie.
Great.
Great. Just freaking. I can't.
Matter of fact, I want to get a tattoo of I need to get.
I can't say enough about this movie.
But
just absolutely love it.
But no, that's a great one. Like I said, I'm not necessarily freaking. I'm just gonna mention that one every time I talk about movies because I love it.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with now this one doesn't really get talked about. So Clown House from 1989.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hell, even I don't talk about that movie, and I talk about all kinds of old shit.
And I remember distinctively remember hearing the intro to this movie from when I was a kid. I mean, and guys, it's like I said, it's from '89. Love '80s. It's one of those '80s movies that are kind of, it's the '80s. But I really, really, really love this movie.
Dude, see, I didn't even remember Sam Rockwell being in that.
Right?
It's been so long since I've seen it.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Dude. And it's a good movie. It's a fun one,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of, you got Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but this one's actually creepy. This one's actually a creepy clown movie. So,
this is up there with our what was that? Hellfest.
Yeah, Hellfest, 100%. Which is another good one. If you guys ain't watched that one, watch Hellfest. Yeah. That one's not too old. That one came out in like 2017?
Somewhere around in there, something.
No, because we had the podcast.
No, we've been.
I think we
started in 18, so it came out in 2018.
Yeah, because I remember we.
Yeah, because we actually did an episode on that movie.
Right. So
it was a very cool watch.
Good movie.
Very cool watch. For those that haven't heard of that, I mean, honestly, that could be one that could be on your list.
That could be one that could be a remake too. Not the concept of it. I love the concept. Of it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and the whole concept of that movie was there's an actual killer loose inside a haunted attraction.
But this is not like a haunted attraction. This is like a haunted.
This is like a Six Flags of freaking. It's a haunted amusement park.
Yeah, haunted. It's basically like you go to. It's like fucking Halloween Horror Nights at fucking Universal or some shit. But yeah.
Now it's just making me think of Anthrax. It's a madhouse.
Clown House, though, guys, check it out. It's worth watching. I promise you. 1989. I wrote the years down on most of these. That way, you guys could look up because I know a lot of these movies have the same titles and shit. So it's sometimes it's hard to fucking.
Ooh, I got one.
Go ahead.
Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bowl-orama.
Now,
seriously, I bring that movie up for one reason.
Boobs.
Linnea Quigley.
Boobs, like I said, those two.
That movie is goofy as hell and not very well filmed.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It's a fun movie, and
I'm trying to think of movies that are actually like.
Oh, you're thinking A-list here.
No, not A-list, but movies that you could actually enjoy.
Like, you can enjoy that. It's got a really cool story behind it. No, seriously, it's not just about. Don't let the title throw you off.
All right.
I mean, these people unleash a demon in a bowling alley.
Right.
And it was pretty cool.
Well, it's like Demon Knight.
Demon Knight. Yeah.
Oh, such a good movie.
I don't know that Demon Knight's really all that underrated though.
Still holds up. I can tell you that.
That's
right
still
now.
A great film. And no, we're not talking about the remake.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Even though I did think about watching the remake,
I didn't like it. I started to watch it.
I
didn't even finish it.
But I was going to watch it again just to watch it.
I didn't even finish it just because Shannon Elizabeth's in it. Is that why?
No.
I didn't even watch. I got about halfway through, not even halfway through it, and I was like, I can't. It doesn't even. I
can't do it, man. I just can't do it.
Pales in comparison to the original.
Pales in comparison. That's our new line. That's our new slogan. This podcast pales in comparison to all the others.
Let me throw you. Yeah, any shit. Let me throw this one to you. Sleepwalkers.
Dude, I love that movie. I think about that movie all the time, too, because I was like, man, I wish I had the power to disappear.
I wish I had the power to freaking turn my car into whatever I want it to be.
It was a nice car.
I like the freaking. I like that Trans Am, the blue one.
Yeah,
dude, so freaking nice, man.
But I think about that scene all the time where he's running from the cops and he pulls down that road
and it's freaking
just makes it disappear. I was like, dude, I
Clovis,
would totally do that.
The cat Clovis. What do you see, Clovis? What do you see, Clovis? Yeah. Great movie. Sleepwalkers.
That movie is not what I expected it to be either.
You know what, man? That movie it's filmed well, good acting. Yeah. Yep. The storyline's pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
So
it's a great movie. It's just not at all what I thought it was going to be when I saw it the first time.
Right.
You know,
that's what I'm saying. You know, and some people, a lot of the newer generation people who are listening to this now, who are newer generation horror fans, or just getting into kind of creepy stuff, they don't know about it. You know, so this is our chance to tell them, you know, about it and what's in, you know, what it's about. I think they'll like it. I think they'll like it a lot.
You know, it's up. See, I like a lot of Stephen King stuff. Sleepwalkers is one of them. Of course, my favorite Stephen King is Salem's Lot, which
There's a train.
totally excited about the remake coming out. We'll see how they do with it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of his movies are along that line of you don't really know what to expect until you get into it.
Dude, that chick reminds me of my wife so much. What is her name? She's really pretty. Not her. Her.
Her.
Yeah, she's in some '80s movies a lot. She was in quite a few '80s movies. Yep.
Machinamaki.
She must be like Russian or something, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know what the two dots over the A stands for.
Today years old that I realized that was Brian Krause in that role. It's been a long time since I've seen this.
Really?
Yeah.
See that? There you go.
That's crazy.
You need to watch this again, dude.
Dude, and now that I see his name, that's definitely him. That's crazy.
Ron Perlman.
Oh, Ron Perlman, Hellboy himself.
Dan Martin.
That's what's cool is freaking John Landis made a cameo in there.
But yeah, that movie's, you guys, for all you people who haven't watched too much horror.
Directed by one of the kings of horror, Mr. Mick Garris.
Telling you guys, you're gonna you'll really like it, I promise. Let's see here. Oh, another good one from the 80s. The Blob, 1988. 1988 though. That remake. Because
that remake.
We all know The Blob's been remade like what, 3-4 times? Yes. The 1988 one with Dylan in it.
Matt Dillon.
Was it Matt or was it his brother?
Or Kevin.
Kevin, that's who's in it. Kevin Dillon.
Yep, Kevin.
Love that movie, dude. That's another one from my past when I was a kid.
This has got a really cool screw up in it, but we're not going to talk about that.
Right.
Shawnee Smith.
Yep. Kevin Dillon. Jeffrey DeMoon. Joe how do you say his last name? Sinisa.
Maybe.
He's been in a lot of stuff. You'll know him when you see him. Paul McCrane's been in a lot of stuff.
Bill fucking Moseley.
Bill Moseley. The man.
That's funny. I don't remember him being in that. That's wild.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Mr. Chop Top himself. Dude, I need to go back and watch this. I haven't seen this in a while.
I told you, man. See, guys, I even got JT freaking.
You're just gonna leave your list here.
Yeah, and then you go down my list and watch them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's a list. That Three-Toed Slut's number 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's the wrong list.
Oh,
wrong podcast.
Oh,
wrong
gotcha,
podcast.
Gotcha.
So on this side of it,
The Blob. How many times has that been made?
3 times, I want to say.
3
I think.
times.
I'm pretty sure 3 times.
1958, 1988.
Well, and they kind of they put it. I think the Beware the Blob was
Beware the Blob.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like those movies when they come out the same year, and one's like
the first one's a classic. I mean, you can't go wrong with Steve McQueen.
Right.
Dude.
But you know how like movies come out in the same year, so what happens sometimes, guys, is that scripts get passed around in Hollywood and no one really, has an exclusive to it. So then you got like Twister and Tornado coming out the same year. And they're like the same movie,
Oh, that just happened here too. There were 2
2 really good. You know what?
I just drew a blank, and there was 2 movies that just came out that are almost identical.
2 really good movies.
I know what it is. It's Mother, and there's the one with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, The Mother.
The Mother.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that came out just called Mother.
Oh yeah.
And it's I think it's Russian or German. But it's almost identical plot.
See, and like so, but there are movies that are really good that come out the same year but like Deep Impact and Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
I like both those movies.
Yeah.
I like both of them. You know, sometimes you get good ones out of both of them. Usually one's way better than the other one, but because I got bigger budget. But so I'll give you another one here. Did I talk about The People Under the Stairs?
No, but we can talk about that.
1991, The People Under the Stairs.
Yes.
Another good movie that people sleep on. And I mean, the cast in it too is another great cast, you know, by the man Wes Craven.
Mm.
But this movie, I mean, Everett McGill, Brandon Quintin Adams, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Sean Whalen. He was in something I was just watching the other day. There's a new movie out called Headless Horseman, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. But actually, you know, Ving Rhames, Bill Cobbs, a lot of these people Jeremy Roberts, some of these people they've been in a lot of movies, but like even what was his sister's name? Scroll up. Right there. Kelly Jo Minter. She's been in a bunch of movies. So some of these people were just in 80s, you know, they were in the movies back in the early 80s, or late 80s, early 90s. But Everett McGill.
Were like the Rob Lowe's and the.
Right. Everett McGill, dude, I mean, I will always remember him as the freaking preacher in Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
And, spoiler, the werewolf.
No. Dude, I haven't seen that yet.
Another great film, if you haven't seen that, Silver Bullet. I didn't put that in there because I figured, you know, I think it gets talked about.
You know, speaking of werewolf stuff, I'm you know, perusing Shudder the other day, and I'm like, oh, they've just added a bunch of, like, The Howling 2. What about Wolfen? You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm surprised nobody has that. Because I remember when it came out, I couldn't wait to see that movie.
I'm trying to think of, I want to say I actually may have seen that somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure you have. It was right in the middle of the werewolf craze.
Right, but I mean, I'm trying to think recently because I have a bunch of different places I watch things. I mean,
it was from 1981. Albert Finney. Let's see. Yeah, Albert Finney. Diana Venora, like menorah.
Edward James
Olmos. Gregory Hines. Yeah, I was looking for it the other day. I was looking for it the other day, and I mean, I didn't look real hard. I, didn't go over to places
we go.
But like Amazon doesn't have it. Shudder doesn't have it.
Dude, Reginald Vell Johnson, like even him, like.
Yeah, you've seen his face a million times.
Yeah. Shoot, man. Yeah. Why do I want to say maybe? Oh, I bet that's what. So I was going through the other day and I was like, I typed in, I was like werewolf movies, and I think that's where I seen that at. I literally just seen the cover.
Yeah.
Like yesterday or day before.
Yeah, there were several covers. This is the cover I remember.
Right.
But then, I don't remember that cover, but
I remember back in the day. So I tried to get the silver.
I bet that was the one sheet at the theater or whatever.
I tried to buy like the silver bullets because there's different DVD covers.
Mm-hmm.
I always just try to find new covers and shit like that.
Yeah, there was. Remember they were doing a bunch of the cartoony ones.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they did a silver bullet.
They did
too.
100% they did.
But yeah, I was looking for this the other day and couldn't find it, and I really want to watch it now. Well, now I've got a game to play, so I probably won't.
There you go. Let me give you another one. That is a good movie. That right now it would be something cool to watch, but The Fourth Kind.
Oh, dude, with Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich. That's about aliens. The Fourth Kind is.
Yeah.
That movie was creepy as shit.
That movie will make you think.
100%.
It will definitely get under your skin.
It's crazy. Like, I remember when I first watched it, my wife was like all kinds of creeped out after watching that movie, dude.
You know, and it's funny. Here's another one of those instances. The Fourth Kind came out, and then Renee Zellweger did one called Case 39.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very similar story.
Yes. Oh, did you watch the Thing remake?
Yes. I didn't care for it.
It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't.
I mean, like you said, it wasn't Kurt Russell.
Right.
I love Kurt Russell. Everything that dude does. So. Speaking of that, there's one it's not really horror, so to speak. It's more action fantasy type thing, but Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie, dude.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Doesn't get near enough love.
Fuck, dude, that movie is amazing. Love it. Here's one, and we haven't really talked about it in a while. Most people haven't talked about it in a long while. Pet Sematary 2.
I'm not going to talk about it now either.
He's like, nope, ain't happening.
Nope. First one, great movie. I didn't care for the second one.
See, I like the second one. I like it. I actually like it.
I don't know. Maybe it was my frame of mind. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch it.
Exactly, dude. I actually really liked the second one.
I did not care for it.
I really, really liked it. But then, then again, too, I love Terminator 2. And,
Oh, Butch Patrick.
Yeah. I mean, one of my freaking favorite movies is Terminator 2. But, anyways, I actually really like Pet Sematary 2.
Butch Patrick. That's fucking Eddie Munster.
That's the Eddie Munster.
You're
drawing a blank.
God.
Hold on. He's going to get it, guys. I'm going to make him work for it. But, I mean...
Jesus. Robert Patrick. Sorry. I knew his name. I was just like,
But, and there's another person in there who was in Pet Sematary, Edward Furlong. Which, dude, he freaking, it's crazy. I seen him, I seen a picture of him the other day. I'm like, man, he was I think he's a really fucking good actor. And it's like he kind of just fell off, man.
Yeah, he's just kind of weird.
Right. I mean, it sucks, but I'm going to have to go back and watch the remake of Pet Sematary.
I really liked the remake. I thought it was well done.
It was good. I need to go.
I don't typically like remakes, but for some reason, I like that one. Oh, Clancy Brown.
There's so many people in this movie.
Jason McGuire.
Anthony Edwards.
Sarah Trigger.
It's fucking Jarrett Rustin.
Jim Peck. Jesus. Everybody's in here.
That's what I was saying. I mean...
Oh, even this dude that nobody will know his name, but his name's Wilbur Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
You have seen him in so much shit.
It's crazy, isn't it? Robert Easton, that name sounds really familiar.
I don't know.
Gil Roper.
Gil.
Oh, Gil. But yeah, there's a bunch of people. I love freaking Clancy Brown's freaking character in that movie.
Yeah.
Dude,
his character in any movie is just, and even shows. I mean, he was in that Emergence show that was really good, but they fucking canceled. They cancel everything I like. I swear to God.
I hear you on that, brother. I hear you on that.
I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum.
I'm going to have a Karen moment. But no, you're right.
You can't say that. She was just on the show last week.
Sorry, Karen. We love you. We love you, Karen, lad. We love you.
Which, by the way, go check out that episode because she told us a lot of cool, haunted ghost story type stuff from Texas.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. Okay, this one is a freaking awesome film, and I love it. The Cabin in the Woods.
Yes, dude.
2011.
Dude, that whole freaking movie is just awesome.
I know. I love
awesome,
that movie.
dude.
I was, you know what? I was very surprised how much I loved that movie when I first seen it.
That movie was like, oh, I got to go check this out because it's a horror flick. But, you know. Fuck, dude. By the time I got to the end of that, I wanted to watch it again,
exactly.
man. It was just
That's
so
exactly
badass,
how I
dude.
felt. I was like,
that
dude.
was such a fun movie to watch.
Great,
man.
fun, funny. It's gory,
Very
funny,
cryptic, and just it had it all, dude.
It's everything. It's everything.
That movie, honestly, could be a love letter to horror fans.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it had everything, dude. At the end, dude, all the stuff in the boxes.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it was so badass.
You guys got to check that one out if you haven't seen it. It's very, very awesome. I highly, highly recommend that movie. I love it. And I mean, how often do you hear it mentioned?
Very seldom.
You know, I hardly ever hear it mentioned. And it's got it's got Chris Hemsworth in it. I mean, come on, dude.
That ought to attract all the women. It attracted you,
us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But, no, I mean, the cast in this is pretty...
Fran Kranz, Richard Jenkins,
Anna Hutchinson,
Kristen Connolly,
Bradley Whitford. You know him. He's been in all kinds of stuff. Brian White's been in a bunch of stuff. Tim DeZarn has been in a bunch of things. I mean, and he's a really good actor.
I mean, not totally star-studded, but every one of these people in here you'll recognize.
But not only that, but the acting is good.
Yeah, it is.
From everyone that's in this movie. You know what I mean? This is one that you will never disappoint. Never disappoint.
Dude, I may watch this again tonight. I'm going to kick in the front door and be like, honey, we're going to the cabin in the woods.
Yep.
And she'll be like, shut the hell up and go to bed.
Shut up, dumbass. Go to sleep.
Yeah. That's exactly what you'll do.
So, another one that you love.
I love it?
Yes, you do. And I love it. But
I
it
don't
only
know
gets
that you can top Cabin in the Woods right now.
Well, it only gets mentioned once a year, and that is Trick or Treat 2007.
Okay.
Just when I thought you couldn't be any dumber.
Oh, my God. You know, and it's funny, I personally don't think about that movie not getting as much love because, I mean, it's a classic. It's a staple for me.
Right.
You know? Even when it's not Halloween, I watch that movie.
But for everyone else.
But you're right. I mean, but, you know, you look at that, though. I mean, look at the Halloweens, the Trick or Treats, the Headless Horseman, you know, all of these movies are stuff that, you know, they're not on a lot of people's radar until you get to Halloween, until you get to that fall time, you know. But Trick or Treat, God, what a brilliant film. I mean, how it just, everything intertwines together and all the stories just overlap each other. That ending? And, oh, dude, amazing film.
Great movie, but does not get talked about enough.
No, absolutely not.
So something for you guys to check out.
I could talk about that movie all night. I mean, there's so many cool scenes in that.
Right. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to give most of the stuff away.
Yeah, absolutely.
So another one and this one is one of my personal favorites. And there's another one I'm going to mention too, but The Faculty, 1998.
Great film.
One of my favorites. Love that freaking movie, dude. Great cast, star-studded cast. It's an amazing film. Like I said, you guys will love it. I mean, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but better, in my opinion.
Jesus, I didn't realize it was that old.
Right, dude. That's what I thought when I first saw it. Holy shit. Actually, you know what? I remember when this came out. It came out on. I knew it was coming on Showtime on my birthday, so I had it on my birthday.
Nice.
I got to watch it on Showtime.
Dude,
I had
that's awesome.
My friends stayed a night over. It was awesome. I guess probably 13. Shoot, I can't remember. I'm not good at math.
Now this movie is
stacked. Studded, son.
I mean,
from top to fucking
crazy.
bottom.
The people that are in here. I mean,
Jordana Brewster.
Clea Duvall. Josh Hartnett. Salma Hayek. Piper Laurie.
Sean Huddesy.
Femke
Jansen. Christopher McDonald.
I mean, everybody.
Usher's in this one, dude. Robert Patrick. Jon Stewart. Freaking Elijah Wood.
Yeah,
I mean
crazy. The amount of people that are in this film.
So, great movie. Very, very fun. You guys will not like be disappointed in this movie. Another one I really, really like. Very good movie. Disturbing Behavior.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Great soundtrack. Just a really good, I believe it came out in the 90s. Probably around the same time as this one, actually. I think.
Yeah.
But, dude, great movie. I think that, because this came out what? This came out in 98.
Yeah. Yeah, they both came out in 98.
Same year. See, boom, there you go. Great movie, man.
Katie Holmes, James Marsden.
Yep. And it's got Nick Stahl. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Really like him as an actor.
Well, everybody will know James Marsden because he played Cyclops and
right. Bruce Greenwood.
X-Men.
William Sadler, baby. The man.
Yeah. Catherine Isabella.
Oh, yeah.
AJ Buckley. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yep. But, this movie's very, very good.
All right. And I just had a big one pop into my head that you may or may not love.
Oh, yeah. Death Proof, dude.
Death Proof. From 2007. It's got your man, Kurt Russell.
The man.
Dude.
The man.
So this movie was released in a 2-movie set. It was this and Planet Terror. And it was a Quentin Tarantino duo, and they called it Grindhouse. Planet Terror is a fucking cool movie.
Love it.
But out of the two, Death Proof really gets it for me.
See, we're backwards. Love Death Proof, really good movie. But I love Planet Terror.
See, and I really dug Death Proof. The whole stuntman, the car chases, the bar scene.
Right.
Butterfly doing the lap dance. Wow. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just love this movie. Out of the two of those, this was my favorite, and it gets no love at all.
Right. You see the same thing with even Planet Terror. Like, I love Planet Terror.
Yeah.
Fuck, love that movie, dude. Love it. So, that's a good one, man. That's a good one.
And I'll tell you, that popped up because of Robert Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had a big thing. Well, he did Planet Terror.
Right. But yeah, I mean, and these two movies are fucking packed with people. Like,
absolutely,
both of them together. They're you know what I mean?
Death Proof's got Kurt Russell, Zoe Bell, Rosario Dawson. I mean, Vanessa Ferlito. I just freaking killer. Jordan Ladd.
Tarantino. Eli Roth.
Yep.
Dude, I forgot.
Just a kick-ass movie.
Planet Terror's like, so we're vice versa on that. I love both of them, but I love Planet Terror more, but that's more my thing. You know what I mean?
Planet Terror's got Rose McGowan.
Oh, there's a bunch of people in it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in it, dude. Freddie Rodriguez, Josh Brolin, Marley Shelton, Jeff Fahey,
Michael Biehn,
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Fucking Fergie.
Tom
Savini.
Yeah, just a freaking, it's a cool movie.
I love it, but it's down by...
this one, Death Proof was directed by Tarantino, and you can definitely see his influence on that movie.
Right.
And then Robert Rodriguez did this, and Robert Rodriguez filmed this movie in the vein of Tarantino, but you can definitely tell the difference between the two films. I love how they give you that old grindhouse 70s vibe, you know, when you're watching them.
Great.
Yeah,
movie.
they're both killer movies.
Great.
And you can actually, they both came out together. They hit the theater as a 2-movie bill. You can buy them as a set. It's both movies on the same DVD. I bought them both separate.
Right.
Because they came out separate, and then they did a box set for them.
That's a good one to end on.
Yeah, very cool series. You know, Tarantino, you got to take him with what you will. I mean, he's done some really cool movies, and he's done some outlandish stuff that I can't really get into. I'm not a big Kill Bill fan.
Yeah, me either.
And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really a big Pulp Fiction fan either. You know,
It's a different, completely different mindset than horror.
But From Dusk Till Dawn,
a
fucking masterpiece.
Well, it's a different vein of movie,
right?
You know?
Right.
So, but that's a good one to end on, man. So guys, that's a good one. We had a lot of good information out there, a lot of good movies for you guys to check out if you haven't. This is something we should do every now and then.
We need to talk about. So next week we need to do. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
But all right, guys, that's the episode for tonight. We love you, horror fam. Thank you for your guys' support. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, everything. Go over to YouTube, everywhere. It really helps us out. It only takes you a couple seconds to click a couple buttons. That's it.
Just a click.
And it's free. You can't beat that.
Clicky click.
So yeah, guys, thanks, horror fam. We love you guys. More importantly, as always, until next time, keep it creepy.